All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yeshua that rule well. And salutations to Akim out in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. To you, brothers, we say shalom. This is the brother Shakal.
This is Brother Asha.
This is Brother Yaya.
Out here from the GMS Chicago camp, coming at you with another lesson. And basically, what we're going to go in today is brotherly love, because hey, we need the brotherhood, man, and we're not in this by ourselves. The Lord left brothers so that we won't feel alone, so like that we could help each other out, so we can motivate each other, like a crutch, so we gotta appreciate it, we gotta use it, not abuse it, and we ourselves got to be brotherly to brothers as well, man. That's very, very important, man. We were just talking before we turn on record. We were just talking about that if we have this world's goods, we should be able to willing to help the brother. If you could start off with that one, because it ain't no way you're gonna be your brother's keeper, right? And then here it is, you got some money, or you got a ride, or you got tools or something that the brother needs right then and there, but you don't do it just simply because you don't want to. Then you're not your brother's keeper. And like the scripture says, the love of the Father is not in you, man. We got to be willing to go. Hey, like the scriptures say, twain for each other, man.
Right.
Brother needs help. Boom, here. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, wait, go and find somebody who does. Like, you know what, I can't help you, but you know what, I know this brother can. Let me hit him up for you. Be a brother, be a help, man. Don't just be like, oh, well, it looks personal to me.
Right.
On some nigga shit,
Right. Yeah, man.
What kind? I got it right here.
Kind of.
This is 1 John 3. And I'll start it. Let's see. I'll start at 13. Well, I'll start at 11. 1 John 3 and 11. For this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous.
Right, he was hating, because his brothers got accepted and his didn't.
Yep.
Verse 13.
And that's another thing, man. You can't be in the spirit of Cain either, man. If we call ourselves brothers, man, we got to be happy for each other.
Facts.
If a brother is let's say he gets an opportunity that you might have been wanting, but he gets it. No, we got to be like, man, hey, call all your how about you, man? The Lord gave it to you. Hey, beautiful, man. Hey, be happy, not on that like, why him and why not me? And nah, man, we got to be real brothers and not be in the spirit of Cain and be happy for one another, man. Get away and rebuke that hating ass, jealousy spirit, man.
That's exactly what it is, man. Don't covet what your brother got. Don't be hateful, and because what he got, he gonna share with you. If he can, So you're 100% right. Shakal. You know what I mean? We can't have that, man. No skills have been in the body, man. Bottom line, you truly gotta. We come into those times where it's us against the world, and we need our brothers, man.
That's it.
Verse 13. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren.
Mm-hmm.
He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
Right, and ultimately, that's how it starts. When somebody murders somebody, it's because what? That hate builds up, man. You know, you start hating your brother, start looking your brother a certain way.
Yeah.
Eventually, that's gonna build up, and you're gonna want to end up fighting the brother, man. Not caring about him, not caring if you hurt him or anything. That's why right there it says that he who hated his brother is a murderer, because eventually it will lead to that. You know, so we gotta cut that off. You know, some offenses come, but hey, forgive your brother, man. You know, and always show mercy. The scriptures talk about that. What who was it? Peter. As
Yeah.
Yahushua, how often should I forgive my brother? And he said 70 times 7.
Right.
You know, hey, as much mercy as you want, you should. That's as much mercy as you should show, man.
Yeah.
You know, shit happens. We're in the flesh. You know, we shouldn't be in the spirit of hating a brother. And I was not. So there's gonna be brothers that bump heads and all that, but you could still work together, man. You know that don't mean hate them, man. You still look out for him, man. Hey, the scriptures talk about that if your enemy's ass, you know, and another one talks about one of your brethren, if it falls into a ditch, you gotta, you know, help him get it. You know, that's the type of brotherly love we gotta have, man.
Facts.
Verse 16. Hereby perceive we the love of Yahweh, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brother.
Right, which means like literally, you know, stand in front. You know, if somebody has a gun pointed, be willing to, you know, no, me first. You're gonna have to go through me, but also in our as a living sacrifice. You know, laying down our lives for a living. Here it is. We want to we're tired. We want to go to sleep, but our brother needs help. Like, hey, my car's down. I'm over here. Can brothers help me? You know, fuck, man. I really did want to. I'm tired as hell, but hey, fuck it. Boom. That's laying down your life for him. You're sacrificing your sleep. You're sacrificing what you wanted to do for the brethren. And you know, that's just an example. Other ways, man. We got to be willing to do that. We got to be willing to sacrifice for one another, man. And at the end of the day, you know, the scriptures also say that you do it unto one of these little ones, you've done it unto me. So ultimately, it trickles down to doing it for and unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Verse 17. Well, whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of Yahweh in him?
Right. How can you say you're a man of the Lord? Or here it is, you have it, but you're literally just not doing anything. You could actually offer that help that brother's needs, but you're just looking at him. Here it is, a brother is drowning. He's saying help. He's reaching for your hand. You're just looking at him like, no, man. You know, how does the love of your father, of our father, dwell in you? You know, if we have it, we got it. Help. You know, if it's a little, like the scriptures say, give according to that little. Now, the scriptures also say not to fall into the same hole, you know, to be wise, you know, but sometimes if you know, let's say, for example, let's say a brother needs money, you know, you got your bills paid, you know, you got, you know, everything taken care of, you got a little money to the side, you're probably planning on spending on some drink, on whatever, on some folly, and a brother comes up, hey, Akim, I'm short on this and this. Hey, we got to be willing to, damn, you know what? I was trying to have fun with this, but oh well, boom, here it is. You know, we got to be in that spirit, man. And sometimes, like, look, the brother needs the money now. He said he's gonna get it back to me within the week. This bill that I gotta do, the deadline is next week. You know what? Here's some money. You know, just have that mindset, man, that brotherly mindset to be willing and wanting to help. No matter how inconvenient it might seem for you, man. And at the end of the day, man, the Lord is going to repay us back for that, man. The Lord is going to see the sacrifices. The Lord is going to see the brotherly love. The Lord is going to see, you know, what we did for each other, man.
Yeah. I got First Peter. You got something?
No, that was in that first John. What's that? What's scripture?
It's First Peter 5, I believe. What was it? What was that? No, you fine.
I got this John.
John, yeah. Yeah, First Peter 1.
Okay,
Good. Yeah.
This is John 13, and I'll start at verse 34. John 13 and 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have loved one to another. And kind of that's the point right there, man. So us being a part of this brotherhood, you can see that we love each other, man, because the bro is gonna give whatever another bro need, man. Whether that's money, food, drink, you can hang around a bro, end up with women, man. Whatever you need, the bro is gonna give to you, man. If it's in their availability, man.
Right. Yeah, the bros come with a wealth of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that Yahweh Shema has given them. And it's important that, that we share what the Lord has given us, man. Because that's what he gave it to you for. To be a blessing to the body, to be a blessing to the brotherhood, The Lord didn't give you these gifts not to use them, man. And, that's what he was alluding to. Some brothers have special, unique gifts that the Lord has given you. And it could be the confidence. It could be a lot of stuff that the Lord has given you that you don't think much of, but the other brothers is looking at it, man. So, you got, and Jake is good at helping each other out, man. But that's important, man, to build the brothers up, man.
Yeah. Hey, even like with little shit. Like, hey, watch out for that pothole, or hey, you're about to hit this, move out the way. Hey, let me pull this chair out for you. Hey, you need some napkins, shit like that. That's showing brotherly love, man. Hey,
right.
There's and people see that, man, because this world does not show that, man. Each and every single one of these so-called friends that are friends with each other, they don't show that type of love, man. They disrespecting each other, fucking making fun of each other. You got niggas showing out just because a bitch pops up. Now they want to act all extra and all, right. And this brotherhood, man, because one thing I see a lot is that in this world is that sometimes when you're in the world, when you have a group of friends and a woman pops up, you have that one goofy nigga that tries to act extra, and then now he's starting to make fun of his friends along with the bitch, and the bitch is all ha ha he he mocking his friends, instead of this nigga making the bitch feel stupid. Like, nah, don't talk about him like that. Like, what are you doing? That's my brother. Like, nah, you better show some respect,
Yeah.
When you move like that, people be like, "Oh shit!" Like, damn, this motherfucker didn't laugh at my joke. These men respect each other. These men don't, like, wow.
Right.
That's that's showing brotherly love, and that shocks people, man. And that's how like the scriptures say. What does it say? By this shall men know that you're my disciples. Literally, because nobody moves like this but the men of the Lord. There's plenty of times I've seen it live. I've heard stories from brothers where they're literally just out there, and it's like, man, why do you guys salute you like that? You guys embrace each other. It's not no what's up, man, a fist bump. It's like, no, you guys hug each other. You guys embrace each other. You guys don't mock each other here. This brother told me a story about some bitch try to make a joke. She was talking to him, and he was with the brothers. She tried to make a joke with the brothers about another brother, or I think she tried to mock him and try to make the brothers laugh, but nobody laughed. Everybody was just like, "Bitch, what the fuck is you doing?" Like, she even had to tell him, like, "Oh wow, these guys are really your friend."
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta have that brotherly love, man. That that going above and beyond, doing things that this world doesn't do. you know, to the point where motherfuckers be like, oh shit, no, these niggas are different. You know, what country are these from? What nationality are these niggas from? These niggas don't move like the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's heavy. And you know, with that brotherly love, not only does it come about that part, but that brotherly love also goes into rebuking your brother when you see them going off, pulling them out the fire. It's a scripture like, you know, I think it goes into that where, you know, you pull them out of the fire, loosely paraphrasing, something like that. Pull them out of, I think it's in a
hating the spotted garment.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these are examples of showing love to your brethren, man. And that's one of the big ones, the rebuking, because a lot of motherfuckers out here, you know, they don't tell the truth to their friends. They let their friends just keep walking down the wrong path without telling them, hey, you know, what the fuck are you doing? That shit's gonna kill you. That shit's gonna do this to you. That shit's gonna, you know.
Come on, I got it right here. This is Jude 1, and I started 21.
That's fine.
Jude 1 and 21. Keep yourselves in the love of Yahweh, looking for the mercy of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach unto eternal life. And of some have compassion, making a difference. And others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh.
That's it. You know, saving them with that fear. Like, do you know what the fuck could happen to you if you keep doing this goof ass shit?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Because, you know, scriptures say, you know, the wise man know when he's slipping, but sometimes not. Sometimes a brother got to spot your flaws. That's just Yahweh Shah tell you, hey, you had enough of that. And it could be lawful. You know what I mean? You know, when the Lord speaks, you know, you got to acknowledge it, man. And that's a part of that true brotherly love that we're going to get into with Jonathan and David. You know, surpasses that of a woman. And these goofy people try to mistake it. And you know what I mean? That was true brotherly love. You know, they didn't have the same mother and father, but we do. How about Shema Shai? So the love that Jonathan and David had for each other, surpassing a woman love, was the family love, that love bond from brother to brother. Like, I'm gonna ride with my brother till the wheels fall off.
Bros before hoes.
Yeah, exactly right. Not this wicked world who try to turn it into some what's Yardan calling it, some geeky stuff.
Some geeky.
We not on no geeky stuff. You know what I mean? We on this brotherly love for righteousness' sake. You know, and that Jonathan love, man, that's real love. You know, he looked out for David when Saul was trying to kill him against his own father.
His own father, yeah.
Yeah.
This is 2 Samuel 1 and 26.
Let's go up. Start 23.
2 Samuel 1 and 23. Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death they were not divided. They were swifter than eagles. They were stronger than lions.
This is, you know, his father and son, right?
Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet with other delights, who put on ornaments of gold upon your apparel.
So when they got killed, they was telling them, you know, we're going to weep for our king and his son. Go ahead.
How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? O Jonathan, thou wast slain in thine high places. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women.
And that's what David was saying. He was telling them, mourn for your king and the prince. You know what I mean? This love, we had this brotherly bond that was beyond, you know, it was a true family love. You know what I mean? Like, you love your blood brother. This is the same thing that they're talking about. This is, you know what I mean? They had that spiritual combine. Because, you know, you grow up in the world talking about, this is my play brother, it's my play cousin. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? They spend the night at your house, eat up your food, doing the same stuff. We all grew up with the play cousin, play brother. Wasn't really family, but the whole family adopted them. Same thing that they talking about here. And that was real love, man. That was his boy. You You know what I mean? They was road dogs. Can't take nothing from them, and that's how we have to move. You know what I mean? And that's how we are. You know what I mean? The true brotherhood. You know, me and Chicago, all the elders, all GMS Chicago. We got that true brotherly love. We're not playing no games, man. This is real for us. This ain't no play, man. We out here for Yahweh Shemal Shah and his men. You calling on the right name and you operating the way the Lord showed you operate. That's how we gonna show our love, man. Protecting you, guiding you, nurturing you, and being there when you need it. No, don't be there when don't show up after the party. After I don't need you, then you show up.
Yeah.
Was that nigga in Gladiator? Is the battle over?
Oh, man.
We done fought 30 niggas and here you show up. Right. We were looking at us fighting 30 niggas and you looking behind the corner. Then you show up like old boy for the Gladiator, his son. Commodus, right. Is the battle over?
Said we already won the war.
We already won the war. God. I throw a little humor in that, man. But that 1 Peter 1:20, you got something to call?
What is it? Psalms 133? Or it talks about how pleasant. And a lot of times, man, look, us being in this, sometimes it might look too easy. It comes too easy. But hey, we can't let that make us take it for granted. We gotta appreciate it, man. Because this brotherhood, you're not gonna find it anywhere else, man. This world does as tight as these motherfuckers wanna make themselves seem. They don't love each other, man. And a lot of these fake friendships are gonna be exposed the more and more shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
So we gotta appreciate this, man, and like I said, use it, don't abuse it. Hey, be your brother's keeper.
Facts.
This is Psalms 133, and I'll start at verse 1. A song of degrees of David. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Man, and the Lord loves that, man. When he sees us in one accord, being there for each other, helping each other out, looking for ways to help a brother out. If we don't have the resources, trying to find resources. A brother might need something, but brothers don't have it. But you might know a nigga in the world. Like, you know what? Hey, this dude is good at this. I know him. I've been knowing him since, and let me hit him up right quick, It's like stuff like that. All that, hey, the Lord delights in that, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you can have a lot of wisdom. Hey, the scriptures talk about. If you can get that next, the scriptures talk about.
That's Paul. Yeah, the 1 Corinthians 13. You can have charity, but if you have not love, you have nothing.
Yeah, you have nothing, man. So you can be the wisest motherfucker, man. Be precept upon precept king, but you're treating your brothers like shit. The Lord ain't gonna deal with you, man. You'll be just like Cain.
Yeah, but I want you to read it in where's it at? I want you to read it in the NLT. It's 1 Corinthians 13. We're gonna read the KJV version, and then we're gonna read the NLT version. Let's be on. Yeah. We're gonna start at 4. Yeah, we start at 4.
Should start at 1.
Okay, start at 1, Con.
God, this is
1
Corinthians 13:1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels,
the water,
and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. As though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing.
There you go, man. You can have all of that, but if you're not
Oh,
being
man.
brotherly, you know, you're nothing, man. The Lord is going to reject you. You know, and you know the most important charity is what teaching brother the truth, guiding him the right way, rebuking him, but also you know charity in other ways. You know, like we were just talking about, helping brothers out financially, or in other ways, whatever help they need, to be willing to do it. If you don't do it knowing you can, you're nothing, man. Even
Right.
though you might be deep in the scriptures, even though you might do 7 videos a week, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Don't mean nothing if you ain't taking care of the boy, because that's the good. That's part of the commandment. All that means nothing if you're not, loving your not neighbor as thyself. Those are he said those two: love the Father, Yahweh Shema Shah, all the heart, mind, and soul. And the second commandment: love thy neighbor as thyself, your brother as thyself. And those two hang all the law. So you're right, Shakar. If you have all this stuff and you ain't showing no love, no charity, no sincere help, man, the Lord ain't dealing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
That's it. So, and we're going to grab that in the NLT, you know what I mean, just to bring it home, because it's just so powerful, man. It's talking about sincere love, man. Not, you know what I mean, you looking for something, conditional love. People got, in this world, they got conditional love. I give you this, you give me back. You know what I mean? You're just showing your love. The Lord is unconditional, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to do nothing for the Lord. So same thing with the brothers, man.
Yep.
Love is genuine. The agape love that they talk about, genuine, sincere love. I'm not doing this so you can do something back for me.
That's it. That's it. And that's another thing that this world does. If they do end up doing some for somebody, they always expect something back.
Yep.
You know, and if you don't, they'll rub it. Oh, well, didn't I do this for you? Like, nah, man. If you're gonna do something for me, if you're gonna do something for a brother, do it because you want to. You know, do it because you would do it willingly. You know, I guess we could get it after this one, where it talks about the Lord loveth a cheerful giver.
But this is the 1 Corinthians 13. You start one again.
Yeah, we'll start at 1. We're going to keep it short.
1 Corinthians 13:1 in the NLT. If I could speak all the languages of earth and of angels, but didn't love others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of Yahweh's secret plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains, but didn't love others, I would be nothing. If I gave everything that I have to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it. But if I didn't love others, I would have gained nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. Prophecy and speaking in unknown languages and special knowledge will become useless, but love will last forever.
That's it, man. And love is, that Yahweh Shema Shah bestowed upon us and brought us into the fold. You can't, there's no price you can put on that, man. We was once in the world, and now he's showing us how to love, right? Because he was the example of love. And he laid down his life for us, man, and washed the brother's feet. Yahweh Shema Shah is an example of love, and we got to pattern ourselves accordingly.
Yeah. That's it. And we have the mind of Hamashiach, so the same thing.
Ah,
Come on. This is 2 Corinthians 9. And I'll start at 6. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 9 and 6. But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he that soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for the Most High loveth a cheerful giver.
Yep. There you go. We got to do this willingly. You know, if we do it willingly and we love doing it, if we take pleasure in just seeing a brother happy or helping a brother out, you know, the Lord loves that, man. You know, and like I said, every work that we do, the Lord is going to pay us back for it, man. You know, so you know how they say in the world, it gets you a job that if you're going to get a job that you love doing, that makes you happy, you know.
right.
This is it, man. Showing brotherly love and loving to do it, that's going to get you paid.
Facts, yeah.
You know, even though it's doing something that we're supposed to do, the Lord is so merciful, he's going to pay us back, man, for being brotherly to each other, man.
Huh.
You know, so we gotta be our brother's keeper, man. We gotta show that brotherly love. We gotta appreciate the brothers, man. We can't be holding grudges, hating each other, you know, to the best of our ability. Yeah, this flesh is weak sometimes, you know, demons might hop on you, but look, love your brother, man. Apologize if you went off, you know, if a brother offended you, go talk it out with him. But don't be in that nigga spirit of fucking, nah, I ain't gonna talk to this nigga no more. I ain't gonna do this no more. I ain't gonna see, like, nigga, you're in the same camp.
Yeah, you know what? That's a heavy point you said that, Shakal. The fact that, you know what I mean, we truly are brothers. So as a family, you're not gonna get along all the damn time. Family always argues, right? But you know what I mean? If family's getting a shout match or whatever, but you forgive your brother, you move on. How much more the men of the Lord who are really your brothers? You know what I mean? You got it, man. That's my family. I love him. You know, you got it, and that's what the Lord is showing us. This is a family bond. He's building up the, you know, the tabernacle of David. You know, how we not gonna show the world the example that he's given us, man? You know, go ahead.
Yeah, I wish I said, well, who is my mother? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? But those that do the will of my Father.
Right.
You know, the real family, man.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you were talking about earlier how brothers have different things, different gifts that we ourselves could use, like confidence. You know, some brothers might battle with confidence. So what do? Hang around with brothers that are more confident. So you could, you know, that could rub off on you, and you could be more confident. You know, even for not, you know, the scriptures talk about not forsaking the assembly of ourselves, and so much the more as we see the day approaching. You know, the studying with each other, breaking bread with each other, doing videos with each other, you know, which this will be an example of that. What we're doing now, you know, here it is, we're miles away, yet we're getting together in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. But also even on folly, man, just hanging around with brothers on folly, that's rejuvenating, man. To be able to hang around with somebody, you know, that's like-minded, you know, you're out in the world, but yet you're with somebody, you know, with brothers that are like-minded. So each and every single one of you is viewing the, you know, the world through a spiritual lens. You know, you get to see how brothers move. You know, you get to see how brothers deal in real life situations. You're gonna learn things. And you're just gonna feel good because you're around the brothers. You know, I literally, you know, last Saturday, you know, usually I just, you know, for the most part, stay at the crib, but I went out with a few of the brothers, man. And that shit just, it was like a burden taken off, you know, my shoulders, man. Like that shit just, it felt good. You know, I was with the brothers. We were out and about. We had some fun. Like even in folly, it don't forsake the brotherhood, man.
Yeah,
You know, in no
need
way,
that.
shape, or form, man. If you're gonna go out and have fun, do it with the brothers, man.
Facts,
You
absolutely.
know that should, what do you call it? It builds morale. It builds connections with the brother. You know, with brothers, all of that, man. Even though it might be on some folly, it's still, spiritual.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got anything else?
I was thinking of one, but it slipped my mind. Yeah, Salaki, it slipped my mind. You got anything else?
Forsake not the assembly. No, we're just bringing out what you quoted. Forsake not the assembly.
Oh, okay, con.
Rakata.
Rakta.
This is Hebrews 10.
And that's what the fight nights be about. You know what I mean? Camaraderie, watching the fight, stuff like that. Or whatever
Yeah.
Jake is on, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hang out, man, with the bros, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is Hebrews 10. And I'll start at 24. Hebrews 10 and 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhortating one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
That's it. First and foremost, spiritually, breaking bread and all that, and making sure, we're in the spirit. Hey, but like I said, even on folly, man, to build that connection with brethren, man, to see, how brethren are when they're a little loose,
Yeah.
all that is needful, man, and that help us out. It helps us out to be better brothers,
Yeah, to know your brother, because that's gonna be the test. How well do you know your brother?
Yeah.
When they come with all this deep fake shit, you know what I mean? You gotta know your brother.
Yeah. Knowing what they like, knowing how they are. We gotta be willing. We gotta be willing to, like, here it is, like, oh, hey, I'm gonna get this for his brother. Like, oh no, this brother don't fuck with this, right? Oh
Right.
shit, you know what? Yeah, no, he don't like that.
Right. Exactly.
Like Elder Uriah, the Elder Uriah. Don't you ever dare get him pink lemonade. He hates pink lemonade. Why? Why the fuck is it pink? There ain't no pink lemons. But hey, that comes with what? Hanging around with your brothers, knowing your brother, loving your brother, man. It's important, man.
Yeah. That's it, mighty man.
Hey, so with that, I had one, but it's just I just can't think of it. But hey, it is what it is. So
the point was made. Yeah.
The point was made. So hey, just keep that brotherly love, man. Get better at it. Love your brother. Don't forsake this brotherhood. Use it. The Lord put each and every one of us here, so if we can help each other out. Hey, well, that Ephesians 4, like a well, fitly joined together, man, so we can work well with each other. And like that, they again doing this unto each other is doing it unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and that alone could save us, man. That brotherly love alone could save us.
Yeah.
So don't forsake it. Don't be a nigga, man. Go twain for each other. So with that, hopefully, brethren, we're edified. We're going to end it by giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Ba'Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yeshurala, the well. My salutations to you, Akim, out in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
And a Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.